Hey, how's it going, everybody? Just to let you know, it's extremely hot and humid where I live right now, so if you see my hair moving around, I promise you I am not trying to look glamorous. I'm just trying not to die a slow, painful death while I'm on camera. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. I wanted to do something very different this time than what I usually do. Typically, if you come to my channel or if you subscribe, you will be seeing videos of me singing and playing the piano. This time, I'm going to sit down here in front of you and I'm going to give you a brief history on my battle with mental illness. So, I was 12 years old when I was diagnosed with depression and obsessive compulsive disorder. It took a good minute to figure out exactly what was going on with me. The first doctor that I went to, he misdiagnosed me with Tourette syndrome. And once he realized that that was wrong, he decided that I was just making everything up to get attention. As I was not getting the right treatment, my obsessive compulsive disorder started to get progressively worse. So back in the 90s, there was this storyline that was on Days of Our Lives, and it was with Marlena was possessed by the devil. As awesome as that was, it unfortunately triggered something with my OCD. I started to get these horrible, intrusive, repetitive thoughts about religion and sin and going to hell. It was nonstop, 24/7. That's all I did was worry, and I, honest to God, thought I was going out of my mind. Ended up going back to that same doctor, hopeful he would give a proper diagnosis this time. Unfortunately, his conclusion was that I had joined a satanic cult behind my parents' back, and I was sneaking out of the house, and I was involved in all these weird, crazy religious rituals. Thankfully, my mom didn't listen to that, and she did her research and found me a different doctor to get me a second opinion, and I am so grateful to this day that she did. He knew exactly what was going on with me from the very first time I saw him. He got me the right medication, and most importantly, he really stressed to me the importance of keeping up with very good coping skills. So that's what I did. I found a really great coping skill, several of them actually. I took my medication, and for a long time, I was in a really great place mentally. So unfortunately, I did not keep up on any of that, and I ended up letting myself get into a pretty bad place mentally. I wasn't exercising, I wasn't keeping up on any of the good coping skills that I'd done throughout my life. I just literally let everything go. I was letting everything from the outside world, especially over these past couple of years during the pandemic and everything, I just let it consume me. I just looked at what was going on and I thought to myself, I had no right to feel the way that I was feeling because others out there, they have it so much worse. And that was the absolute biggest mistake I could have ever made for myself. So I had a day last summer that absolutely scared me. I remember I woke up and I just had this overwhelming feeling of sadness that I did wake up. I had reached that point mentally where I honestly was thinking that everyone that I love, my friends, my family, that they didn't need me. And my mind was making me think that they wouldn't even probably notice if I was gone. This is actually something I've never talked about openly with anyone before. So I took several deep breaths and I just told myself, one more day. Just give yourself one more day. You owe it that much to everyone that loves you. And obviously, they should be enough and they are enough, but what you absolutely need to understand if you've never been through anything like this is that your mind is telling you everyone will be better off if you're gone. And it gets so overwhelming that you really do believe it. So I told myself, look for anything. anything to try to keep yourself going, some sort of a purpose. And thankfully I found one. So funny enough, that very same day there was a new episode of Loki that came on, and at the end of the episode there was a Brenda Lee song that played. And I know this is going to sound ridiculous to a lot of people, but hearing that song ended up completely saving my life that day. When I was younger, music was the thing that helped me cope. That was the best, the absolute best to keep me mentally healthy. Better than exercise, better than writing in a journal, just all of it. Music was key. Hearing that song completely unlocked something in me that I think I had buried down deep, and I just that's what I did. I told myself, you just need to sit down at your piano, you need to learn to play, sing these songs, learn this song, if anything. And that's what I did. I forced myself to sit down and sing the song, learn it, even when I didn't want to. Even when all I wanted to do was just sit and cry and stare at the TV mindlessly. I forced myself to do this, and before I knew it, I was finally back into that really good, mentally healthy place again. So, to whoever out there decided to put that particular song, the If You Love Me by Brenda Lee, in that particular show, thank you. You ended up saving my life that day, and you had absolutely no idea. My main goal with this channel is I just want to reach out to anyone out there who is struggling mentally. I know that you think that you are all alone and that it's such an inconvenience to reach out to anyone to ask for help, but please know that that is absolutely not true. What I had to really tell myself and get through my head is that everyone's journey is different. Everyone's taking different paths, and there are those out there who are going to experience things and feel things that I will never be able to relate to. That does not mean that what's going through my mind was any less real, that it was any less significant, and that it was any less dangerous. No matter what's going on in your mind right now or in your home life, please listen to me. Please choose to live. Please choose life. I know things might be bad right now, but that doesn't mean they always will be. As long as you are still here on this earth, there's still always a chance to make things better. If you're still there and watching, thank you so much for listening to my story. On my channel, I'm going to be posting songs, typically songs that have inspired me or songs that I just felt would be a good challenge for me to keep my mind focused mentally. All right, stay safe and stay healthy, everybody. Thank you.